welcome back. Another build video coming your way. Today we're actually going to be building my PC, and this is going to be my gaming rig, going with some parts from my previous PC. But if you guys remember in the last video, we talked about me and my buddy, we're going to hook up our friend with a broken computer. I'm going to use some parts from my old computer and put that in the PC that we're going to have in an upcoming video for him. So most of these parts are all new to me, with the exception of the motherboard, the CPU, and then the graphics card. Everything else is gonna be like a brand new PC. So we'll dive into the part selection, then I'll build it. This won't be as build guidey as the previous video. Hopefully some better shots, my second time filming it. More montagey, some more B-roll for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. We're sticking with the AM5 platform. We're gonna go with the Ryzen 9 9950X 3D. We're gonna be using the ASUS ROG X870E Hero motherboard. I am going with a new 4TB drive. This is the Crucial T700 Gen 5 SSD. We're gonna be using my same boot drive from the last PC, so a Gen 4 2TB from Western Digital, the SN850X Black. And then for graphics card, we're gonna go with the ROG Astral 5090. I've used a few of the different 5090s. This one and the Supreme. I've also used a Founders Edition. I'd say this one, build quality is my favorite. It is a bit louder than the Supreme. To each their own. I don't think you can go wrong one way or the other, but this thing's awesome. And then kind of where we're changing it up a lot from what I've done previously is I've had really minimal RGB in the last few of my personal builds. We're switching it up a little bit. We're going with the Lian ecosystem. So we're going with the Lian Vision Compact for the case. And then we're gonna go with their new Hydro Shift AIO. So this AIO is their brand new one. It just came out. It hides the tubes and it comes with their new TL fans that have RGB on them. So we're gonna have all matching fans in the whole PC. And then we have the Lian Edge power supply. So definitely a bit of a change from my last PC, but I figured if I was really gonna take this seriously and knowing all the different parts, I haven't had too much experience with Lian. They're wildly popular. I better get some hands-on experience. So that's kind of why I went the route that I went, and I hope it works out. I think it's gonna look sick. I'll have a PC part picker list down in the description. This isn't sponsored. All these parts were purchased myself, so I won't get an affiliate link or any sort of credit for you guys buying them, but I will have it down there in case you guys wanna build the same thing, build something similar. It'll be there for you guys. So awesome, we'll get to building. So I'm really pumped with how this thing turned out. I mean, top to bottom, I think this is sick. It looks, as Austin, my editor, said, like something right out of Tron. So really pumped with how it turned out. I wasn't going for a Tron theme, but I think after he pointed that out, we might have to call this one Tron V1. So let me know what you guys think. What would you name it? Top to bottom, this thing is awesome. I mean, this is the fastest gaming PC that you could build right now, and it'll also crush video editing and productivity work just like that. So been thinking about maybe getting into the LLM space and kind of toying around with some of that stuff, but we'll save that for another video. I'll kind of walk you guys through all the different components and why I chose what I chose to build this thing. Starting with the CPU, the 9950X3D obviously is a 9800X3D, which is the fastest gaming CPU. And then you basically get an additional 8-core CPU on top of it for any productivity work you have to do. So if you're video editing or you're in Photoshop or anything like that, this thing is gonna absolutely annihilate the 9800X3D, and then you basically get all the benefits of using a 9800X3D in-game. So stoked with that. Definitely my favorite CPU that I've used to date. Then GPU, obviously we went with the RTX 5090. I chose the Astral version. I've been fortunate enough to test a few different 5090s. I've used the Founders Edition. I've used the Zotac Solid. I've used the MSI Supreme, and then I've used this Astral. Out of the four, I prefer the looks of the Astral the best. The Supreme did run quieter than this one. So if you're all about noise and thermals, I think the Supreme gets a slight edge over this one. But I think just build quality and looks, this looks amazing. The Solid was kind of meh for me. I mean, it's a 5090, it performs great, obviously, but I think in terms of looks, that one was probably in last place. And then the Founders Edition, I think, is gorgeous as well. I had a 4090 Founders Edition in a previous build. Absolutely loved that card. Was really hoping that the 5090 Founders would be that card for me again. But just the electrical noise, the coil whine, how loud it is with just being a 2-slot card, and how hard those fans have to work to cool 600 watts. I wasn't a fan of, you know, all those aspects of it. But I think looks wise, the Founders Edition is really, really nice. But this is gonna be the card I'll be sticking with for this generation. Really excited about how it looks. The light bar down at the end, I think, looks phenomenal. And then also, I am going to make one tweak to this computer where I'll be switching out the memory for the Royal Edition, just because of how the light bar, I think, will match the G.SKILL Royal memory. With that said, we'll lead into memory. Currently, I have the G.SKILL 6000 CL26 memory in here, and I have it tuned with some sub-timings that are, or primary timings that I copied over from Splave on the LTT's channel. So I'll put that in the description for the link to that video, so you can see the tunings that they put up there. But it runs flawlessly and runs really well. The memory I did order to replace it is actually going to be the G.SKILL Royal 48 gigabytes. So same as this, 2x24, but I'm going to go 8000 CL40. I'm going to try to tune it to CL38 and get some of those other timings down a little bit too, and see if that actually nets me any improvement. I do play in 4K, so the improvement you'll see from memory is almost nothing. You really see it more at those lower resolutions like 1440p and 1080, but I'm still gonna throw it in there just because why not? That's what I did for memory. And then the rest of everything else, I went with the Lian ecosystem. First time in a long time building with Lian. So their new TL wireless fans are awesome. Daisy chain together, they get rid of a ton of the cable clutter with the cable management that I had in there. There's a ton of room in this O11 Vision compact case to build in, and especially with their Edge power supply, just makes cable management a breeze. Something I didn't love at first was when you started this thing up, when you have the TL wireless fans powered by SATA, when it would first start up, it'd be like a jet engine. Like the fans automatically go to 100%, and it's overpowering, it's really obnoxious. So what I did is I actually ended up using two Thermalright fan hubs connected via SATA power, and they have a fan PWM header that you connect to the motherboard. So when it's not software controlled by L-Connect, it doesn't automatically go to 100% and it runs quiet even when you're just in the BIOS. So if you're having that same issue with SATA powered fans, that are controlled by software, I recommend you go to a hub. That should help alleviate that problem. But yeah, so TL wireless fans, went with the new Hydro Shift 2 LCD AIO. Love how it hides the tubes. I think it makes your build look so much cleaner. It is pretty quiet and performs pretty well. I have the pump setting at 2000 versus 2500 is the highest it would go, so it's at its lowest setting. You can hear the pump noise when it's up around 2400, but at 2000, it's virtually silent. You can't hear it at all. And then in gaming, the temps have been phenomenal. And then I ended up, you'll also notice since I built the computer, I put one more fan in the back. It was kind of driving me a little nuts with how much room there was around it with just one fan. So I ended up putting 2 fans back there, fill out the case a little bit better, and I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. So love the way it turned out. I mean, it's way more lighting than what I'm used to. I've had non-RGB computers for a while now, and this is the first one in a long time that I've had this many lights. I was able to play around with the gradient of the color on the RAM and the GPU in Armory Crate to match the exact color white that's in the Lian app. So in the L-Connect app, their white is like kind of a bluish tint to it, which at first I was kind of bummed because they didn't match, but I added a touch of blue into the white on the graphics card and the RAM. And now that they all match, I think the whole thing just looks phenomenal. But you have to let me know what you guys think. Is there anything that you guys would change on this? Would you have chosen different components? Do you think RGB is lame? Should I have done more RGB? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. But if you want to see more stuff just like this, make sure you get subscribed. We got another build coming out together where I'm building a brand new computer for a friend who has a broken computer. I told him I'm going to try and fix his, but I'm just going to build him a brand new computer and give it to him. So that'll be coming soon. And then I'm going to build another one for a buddy very soon as well. So let me know what you guys want to see. If there's cases or components that you guys want to see me test out, make sure you leave that in the comments. Get subscribed. We're almost to 500 subs, so that is the goal. Yeah, we'll keep it coming, guys. I appreciate you watching if you made it this far, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi, good girl. Oh.